There are two terms that I think are being misused, right? I'm gonna say the two terms are this: active compared to in good standings, right? When I see guys on YouTube that are claiming to be active, I think what they mean is they're in good standings, right? Being in good standings, you know, you go around your homeboys and all that, and you know, whatever. At 40 years old, 50 years old, even in your 30s, man, people claiming, like proudly professing that they can go into other areas of criminality that they really don't want to be a part of anymore. I find it strange, right? People claiming, like proudly professing that they can go into other areas of criminality that they really don't want to be a part of anymore. I find it strange, right?
Look. Hold up. Not only was I never a victim, I have never had animosity towards the clica or the camaradas. Never. For what?
Why?
For what?
They didn't do nothing to you.
But to say that you're active, you wouldn't be on YouTube. You would be in the streets. You'd be fighting a case right now, or you'd be doing time for that work you put in. There are a lot of prison terms that I see used on social media that are used improperly because the terms came from prison. And just like a lot of times, I'll give you an example. There are tattoos that you have to earn in prison that have meaning behind the walls out here in California prisons, right? And older vatos will get out of prison, they'll have those tattoos, and a youngster will see the tattoo, and in his mind he's like, man, that shit looks hard, I'm gonna get that. And he gets it on himself, doesn't know what it means, he hasn't earned it, but when he gets to the joint, believe me, he's gonna have to do some stuff for that, right? It's the same thing with the terminology. Vatos get out of prison and they use certain terms, and then younger dudes or dudes that haven't been behind the walls, they hear the sentence and how the word was used, and then they apply it to totally different things. And the value of the word changes out here compared to in there. They hear the sentence and how the word was used, and then they apply it to totally different things. And the value of the word changes out here compared to in there.
I heard that fucking weenie was saying that he was playing shit where I said he was a chomo. The difference is he said you and I were, without a doubt. I said a motherfucker that won't show his, listen, I said a motherfucker that won't show his face, hides his voice, he probably is. That's different. Dude was a straight J-Cat.
Sometimes, you know, these words, it's splitting hairs, and I'm not going to get into all that. But I just find it really weird, man, where, I'll give you an example. I have been hearing for a couple years now, been like the last 2 or 3 years, Dubs acts like he's active. How is that possible? How do you act like you're active? How do you act like you're active?
You're not far from me, homeboy. I'll go to your fucking house tonight and I'll wreck your whole fucking family. How come you hide your face? How come Dubs? How come Joker? How come Joker from Westside, Santa Bruta, Barrio Westside, Tiny Locos never hides his face?
I'm a content creator on YouTube. I talk about the pitfalls of criminality, gangbanging, and incarceration. I try to help people get a very good understanding of what it really is. I talk about how There are so many men behind the walls that wish they had an opportunity like us to be out here on the streets. And yet it's the ones out here on the streets that are acting like they really want to be behind the walls. But it's all an act. But it's all an act. But it's all an act.